Nobody in the United States of America has achieved wealth to the point of being a billionaire. John D. Rockefeller broke this barrier by dominating the United States oil industry, where he became the richest man in the world. This is where he developed most of his wealth. John D. Rockefeller said it best when he said, "I would rather earn 1% off 100 people's effort than 100% off my own," which basically means that you should do anything to achieve your dreams. John D. Rockefeller was born on July 8, 1939 in Richford, New York. At the age of 14, Rockefeller and his family moved to Cleveland, Ohio. Rockefeller would go on to marry Laura Celestia Spellman in 1839, and he would stay married to her until 1915. They had 5 children, but one would die at 13 months of age. John D. Rockefeller would pass away at the age of 97 on May 23, 1937. In 1863, Rockefeller finally invested in the newly booming oil industry with the Cleveland refinery. In 1865, Rockefeller bought out his partners so that he could get new partners and create the Standard Oil Company. John D. Rockefeller would then buy out almost all his competitors to the point that he controlled 90 to 95% of the oil refineries. The downfall of the Rockefeller empire was in 1890, where the United States passed a law called the Sherman Antitrust Act, which forced the Standard Oil Company to split into over 30 companies. After this, Rockefeller retired from the industry in the mid-1890s. Rockefeller was often considered to be the symbol of corporal greed by journalists, reformed politicians, and others. The picture shown is Ida Tarbell, one of the people who did not like Rockefeller. They said that Rockefeller crushed companies, got rich from rebates off railroad companies, bribed workers to spy on his competitors, made private agreements, and forced companies to join his empire. Thanks to John D. Rockefeller breaking barriers by becoming the first billionaire, there are now 621 billionaires in the United States of America. John D. Rockefeller once said, "I always tried to turn every disaster into an opportunity," showing that he never gave up once. At the time of his death, John D. Rockefeller made $340 billion, which he mainly made from the fact that he owned the Standard Oil Company.